Good evening, hello and welcome. It's Ruth here at Artful Stampin. This is a live stream video. You may be watching this on the replay. If you are, thank you so much for coming along. It's great to have you watching what I do, and even if you can't make it on the live, it's so much appreciated when you do watch the replays. Right, made a really pretty stamped one sheet wonder yesterday and thought it'd be nice to try and make some cards from it. I'm inspired by a card I received for my birthday where there was like a pop-up element to the front of the card. I need a bit of my tongue then. To the front of the card. Anyway, then I was having a little look around on Pinterest this evening and I found another way of creating like a pop-up element to the front of a card. So yeah, anyway, hopefully it will kind of like make sense. Hopefully I'll be able to make something. Yeah, so let's grab, so the colours that I used yesterday were Parakeet Party, so I've got that. Oh no, sorry, I used Lemon Lime Twist ink, but I haven't got any of that card. I've got like a little bit of it, so I haven't got loads of it. So I'm going to have some Parakeet. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to come in on the live. Parakeet, what else did I use yesterday? Oh, the Azure. Oh no, I don't have any of that either. Hold on. Definitely got some nice of navy. Got some of that, and let's have a look. Oh, but I do have Tahitian Tide. So although I didn't actually use any Tahitian, it's kind of got those colours in it, so I think I'm going to go with that. Hello Ivy, lovely to see you. Hello. Hi Elaine, Tina, Valerie, Glenna, Monica, Caroline, John, lovely to see. Long time no see John as well. Patricia, Lois. Who else? Hi, M. Woods, Cheryl. Happy Thursday. One more day to the week. One more day to the coronation. What are your coronation plans, everybody? I feel like I should probably do some coronation themed card at some point, but that'll be interesting. I've not ever really thought of that. Oh, I better get my my camera going. So there we go. Hello, Joy as well. Goodness, we've got some old. Sorry, that's rude. I shouldn't say the word old. Got some faces that I've not seen for a while. Put it that way. Some folks I've not seen for a while. Right, come on. Why aren't you working, camera? The other thing I wanted to use, oh no, what am I doing? Phone camera, refresh. Ah, there we go. All right. Better? Yes. Hi, Dolores. It's okay, I am old, she says. You're getting up at 5 AM to watch the coronation. Hi Linda, she says, hi everybody, thank you for the well wishes. I sprained my arm sitting here with a heating pad and I'm not going to type anymore. Thank you Linda, lovely to hear from you. Yes, you gave us a little bit of a worry. Well, it was Sheila's fault. I think I have permission to tell you all it was Sheila's fault because Sheila tittle-tattled on Linda. I know Linda. Linda's not one for drama and attention, I know, but we love her just the same, and we're sending lots of healing hugs to Linda and her arm. Is Susan on here yet? Miss Susan has been struggling with her sorting out her eyes, so lots of love to you, and anyone else who needs prayers and best wishes, please let us know your ailments and your struggles. You know, what I love about this community is that you guys really do look out and care for each other. And, you know, I know that when you guys say that you say prayers for each other, you do. You really do. So, hi, Janice. Oh, okay, Valerie. Wow, it'll be everywhere. You'll be able to watch the replay. It'll be fine. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sheila. Did you hear your ears burning? Did you hear your ears burning? Did you feel your ears burning? Right, I've just realised I was about to sit down. I've got stuff on my chair. I've not tidied up. So I've been prepping for, I've got a class next week, which I'm nearly ready for. Not quite, nearly. And I've designed all 3 cards anyway. And then I have a class coming up based on 2-tone flora. So, so Sue Wilson, if you're watching, Sue asked me about classes around specific stamp sets, and I did say I was possibly going to offer that class out as one that I could send people a card kit. Look, I've been tidying up and not properly tidying away. Who else is here? Hi Patricia, hi Delinda. Right, I'm nearly ready. Sorry, I should really have got ready beforehand. The other thing that I want to use is some aperture type, or we call them framelets really, to cut out some frames. So I've got the, what's this, I call it the raggedy edge. What's it called? In stylish shapes, that's what I wanted. Right, let's get the camera down on the floor. Not the floor, table. I'm not going to read out what Janice just wrote. Sue, you're here. Sue, look, this is me. Look, this is me chasing my tail this week. Deckled, thank you. Right. Let's create. All right, so I've got to pick a nice piece from here, and if I cut this like so, cut a wee bit off there and a wee bit off here. Let's cut this down to 14. I'm just going to make my life a bit easier and just round up some of the numbers. I want to make a card base that's going to be a 10-fold card, but is, what's the word? Landscape. So I'm making a landscape 10-fold card. Let's get the other light on. Get the light on. Oh, right. And we've sat down. Yay. Oh, right. You know, we are tired of winter when you have snow in the backyard and jet skiers in the front. What? Jet skiers? No way, really? Wow. That's incredible. Well, we're just hoping that the rain kind of... I'm hoping that it rains tomorrow, and that will leave us with a nice... not a dry day on Saturday, because our town have got various outdoor entertainment happening, and it would make it far more pleasant if the weather was rainless. Let's have some rainless weather, please. Okay, so I want that on there, and then I want to create a faux kind of frame that sits on top of here. So I'm thinking, look, we've got the fabulous Night of Navy happening here. I want to create a little kind of like box that sits on the front of here. I've never done this before, so I'm kind of like, I'm winging it. I'm totally winging it, people. So let's see what would look good. It's a bit of an aperture. I think that, because that allows me to have a frame around. So let's just measure that. Oh, hold on. The actual blade, sorry, there we go, is sort of in between the dots. Does my screen need a bit of a clean? Or are we all right? Oh, right. So let's measure that. So that measures approximately 6 centimeters. That's about 2 and a quarter ish. What's that? No, it's not. It's 2 3/8 if I'm being absolutely precise. Oh, let's see if I've got some scrappy bits of Night of Navy. Don't really have enough. No, I don't have a big enough piece. I've got lots of small pieces, but not a big enough piece. All right, let's cut into this then. So what did I say? That was 6 centimetres. So if I put 1.5 centimetre either side, that takes up just to 9. I'm going to try at 9 and see what happens. I may cut it down a bit further. So the idea is that we have this kind of... No, I think that's too much. I'm going to cut it down to 8. Let's get that down to 8. So that's 3 and about 3 1/8. Okay. And then what I want to do is create like a little boxy thing on either side of my piece. So I'm going to score at 1 centimetre, 2 centimetres, 1. Is that enough? Oh yeah, it is. That's enough. Now, the one I saw actually went all the way around. Okay, let's see what happens if I go all the way around. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That means I can then glue it. Oh, that looks tidy. That looks nice and tidy. Although what I'm going to do is take a little slither off that end there so it tucks in really nicely. Okay. And then, oh, that little piece has just got stuck in there. Okay, I do recommend that you do that every so often. Get a piece of card and just run it down the inner of your cutting area. Right, sorry if I missed any. Do I use Metric or Imperial? I use both. Yeah, I use both. It all kind of depends what I'm doing, to be honest. Sorry, yeah, I flitter and flutter between the two. All right, what did I say? That was 8 centimetres. So we're then going to move this to 8 centimetres. Easier if I do that, because I want this to be a square. Score at 8. Sorry, when I say score at 8, what I've done is because remember I've cut that little bit off the end, so this is now not 1 centimetre, so I can't line that up with my centimetre measurements, otherwise it wouldn't work. So what I'm doing is I'm folding that section back, then I know that this has got to be 8 centimetres. So if you're doing this in inches, basically it's roughly every 1/4 of an inch-ish. So 8, 9... And because the trimmers that we get in the UK are in inches and centimetres, it means that we can flip between the two, you know, quite happily. And it's all right. Okay, I'll cut that bit off, just under 1 centimetre. Hello, Tashana. Just received my package of new goodies. You're unpacking. Oh, are you looking to are you going to do an unboxing, Tashana? Ooh, I'd love to know what you got. Is this stuff from your pre-order or just directly from the new catalogue? Every year when my peony tree starts to bloom, it pours. Oh, that's interesting. I love people's weather predictors like that they have. Okay, so that's going to sit like that. Now we need to cut this aperture into here. So I'm going to run this through my machine. I think to make sure it doesn't move, I'm going to use a bit of washi tape, but I don't want it to get too sticky, so I'm just going to use my dry skin to unsticky it. That sounds disgusting, but it works. Don't judge me. Now we should be able to put this through the mini. Where's my... Oh, incidentally, the mini cut and emboss machine, if you were thinking of purchasing it, it's actually available in blue currently. Or if you sign up as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, it can be one of the things that you add to your starter kit. So Stampin' Up have made it a little bit more, made it widely available. So you can buy it as a demonstrator, you can buy it as a customer. I think it sounds like they've just got a few left over that they need to get rid of. No unboxing this time. I did an unboxing for my pre-order. I just want to start creating. Oh, have you got some time to set aside, or we can do it, Shana? It's nice when you can do that. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to get my heat tool out because I'm a bit scared of pulling that off. Just put it on the low setting. Just heat that a little bit. Oh no! You got the boho blue mini. Oh, nice, nice. Okay. Come on, behave. Be nice to me. Oh, I've got a little bit of a crease there. All right, I think this has worked. Yeah, I think it's worked, everybody. Let's get some glue on the go and get it stuck down. As you know, those of you who do watch my channel regularly, I spend all this time creating these lovely backgrounds, and so my kind of thinking with this generally is if the outcome is really pretty, I don't actually want to then be covering it up too much. I know sometimes I do, but generally I try and go with the principle of creating cards that, you know, actually show off the beautiful stamping. And so what I liked about this card that a friend of mine sent me was that it gave that opportunity to see the back. So Delinda says use your spatula. Good idea, Delinda. All right, now if I was doing this with hindsight, I think I would have liked to have done a bit of a navy border around this, but anyway, I'm too eager to try the technique. I might do this again and just see what happens. Right, so we need to put a little bit of glue, just because we know what the Tombo's like. It likes to spill out. So I'm folding that over like so, and then I'm going to push that like that. Give that really good burnish. Okay, that's good. So I've basically created this like little frame. Sorry, it's not quite focusing. So put a tiny little bit here. Now you can do this with DSP. If you're not into creating your own stamped paper, that's fine. You can use this technique to highlight pretty DSP, or designer series paper as we call it, or scrapbooking paper, or cut out from a magazine, whatever pretty paper you've got, you can use this system to highlight. Now, if you don't have a fancy cutting machine and dies and whatnot, then what you can do is just use your trimmer or a scalpel and a metal knife just to cut yourself a frame. You can do that too. All right. Just going to square this off. So I want that to stick there, and it probably is easier if I flatten the whole thing like so. So did you see I pushed it to the left because this is the section here that I'm going to be sticking down. This section here. So if I flatten them in the same direction. Yep, got a bit of glue on my finger. Stick that down like so. Sorry, I'm holding my breath. Hi Shaz, hi Susan. Greetings from my garden, getting some sunshine. Good, 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 good. Lots of love. I know that you're got some tough days you've had this week, Susan. Shaz, how's your hubby? Oh, I love it. That is so cool. Look at that. I've got my little mini frame that pops down so you can post it, and then hopefully when the person receives it, they'll go, oh yeah, I've got to pop it up like that. Isn't that cool? Oh, I love it. So now I'm thinking, oh, you could add some extra colour to the inside. I've just realised that this is upside down, but who cares? I wanted to have the flowers on the right hand side, so there we go. Never mind. I'm looking, it's because I've noticed the words. The words are upside down. Oh dear. Never mind. Never mind. It's all right. It's fine. No, you won't tell anyone, will you? Okay, where's my other little panel? Should we do that again? Should we do it again? Do it again. Should we use a different section now? I really would like to frame this a bit better though. I think I want to put a layer of navy somewhere. I wonder if... Right, let me just think a second. So that was 8 centimetres. So 8, let me just think of the measurements. What am I doing? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So theoretically... no. Okay, so what I was thinking was, is there a way of me cutting out a piece in the middle that would then become the framed section? There may be a way of doing it. Ooh. Okay. Let's just got to do some tweaking with the maths. I know how much you guys love it when I do maths. Right. So this measures 14.5 by 10.5. So my piece here needs to be 10 by 14. Then I need to cut out a section 14. I need to cut out a 1 centimetre section down here. This is when you're in a super frugal mood. You know, like you're maybe making a card and you're down to one last little piece and you can't afford to not use it up. This is what you do. Here we only need a 1/2 centimetre, so I'm just going to cut half up there, half out here. Oh, it's not, the lines aren't quite meeting up, so I might just have to just do that again. Get my little scissors, just in case. This is my superpower, being frugal. All right, so what was that again? 14. So if I cut this to 13.5 by 9.5. Oh, my breath, oh my breath, oh my breath. Yes. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right, so there I've got my little blue outline. Let's check the measurement on this. So here I have a rectangle that is 13 centimeters long by, ooh, just under 8. Okay, that's all right, that's okay. Right, so instead of measuring a centimeter off that side, I'm actually going to do 1/2 centimeter because it's just to glue it. So that's what I need. Now I'm going to start this end. I'm going to work my way up. Right, so score at 1/2. Then 1.5. Of course, if you have got plenty of card, you do not have to do all that faffing around. Of course you don't. But like I said, sometimes you're down to your last quarter of a sheet of something and you really must have it as your border. I was just explaining how to do it. Okay? Yeah, that works. So then score here at 8. Oh, pants. I haven't got enough. I overdid it. Oh, okay. Don't listen to me. I did it all wrong. Alright, hold on. Let's think. So I could do it where I just stick it. Oh, Ruth. Okay. So it's going to be one of them. That you just stick it to the... Never mind. All right, I thought it was going to work. So I haven't quite got enough to do a full column, but I've got enough to do a pop-up. There we go, like that. Make a smaller aperture. Yeah, I could have done that. Ew, ew, ew. I read your comment in too late. Ooh, what about a circle aperture? Let's do that. That's a bit exciting, isn't it? Right, so this one. Kind of wanted it just over that nice flower bit, really. Let's do that. Make it interesting. Right, oh, that's the other thing I've got to do, is I've got to Make sure this is stuck down. Oh well, it was worth the experiment. Thank you for holding my hand through that. Hello, Heather. You've been cold all day. Oh no. I didn't read about. Oh yeah, water infections can make people very, very uppity, for want of a polite phrase. It can make them pretty uppity and a little bit doolally. And in the case of some people, really quite not with it. Is he on antibiotics, Shaz? Ooh, am I running out of glue? What? Oh, come on. Please, just for one more card. Oh, better put a bit of glue on here. No, I'm not gonna. There's gonna be plenty of glue on the next piece. Come on. Come on. There's my little pen. Okay, sleep well, Caroline. There must be a little lump here in this one somewhere, because it's coming out all weird. Oh well. Oh, I love that border. Just frames it so nicely, doesn't it? I think my lens needs a clean or something. Why does it look? It looks a little bit. To me, it looks a little bit. Looks a bit like soft focus. Oh no! Oh, I've disappeared. Oh, that's better. Alright, before I stick this down, I'm going to really burnish this. Make sure it knows where I want it to go. Alright, so that's going to stick on there, that's going to stick on there. So if we flop it over to the side like that, flick it over. Now, are you going to behave for me, glue? No, you're not really, are you? All right, flick that back. Oops. Hi, Midge. Oh, thank you, Heather. There we go. It's my little frame. All right, that didn't turn out too bad, even though I kind of didn't quite use the length. But anyway, that just goes to show that there is a way of kind of like saving that inner piece to create the frame. So that kind of works. All right. Now the other thing I wanted to try. Oh no, I have tried it already. Hold on, let me just have a quick look back on what I've pinned. Oh, the idea of having a bit more of a frame. Oh, I tell you what I had an idea for. Right, let's see how much of this paper we've got left. All right, so the idea was to have this framed. So let's see if I can. If I cut that out, I'll save these side pieces for a rainy day. It's not essential that I can, you know, it doesn't move. It doesn't matter if it moves a millimetre or so, so I'm not going to use my washi because I'm kind of happy. It shouldn't move. But if you are a little bit concerned, then just stick a little bit of washi on there. Oh, I've lost you guys. Where are you? There you are. I would cut out one of the flowers and glue it to the frame. What a lovely idea. Yes, yeah, if kind of stepping it up, you know, going the next step, I was thinking it would also be nice to have maybe some leaves and things coming out. So yeah, now I've done this once. I don't think I've ever made a card like this before. So this is going to be added to my little arsenal of ideas. That's the same size. I'll use this idea again. I just want to create a bit of a frame. Alright, so that's going to be my central little portion. May even just stick that on top of there and put dimensionals to make it a little bit extra 3D. Right, that's my middle bit. Then what I want to do is get a piece of light of navy and make a square card base with that. It is lovely, isn't it, that stitched framelets type thing. It's called, is it Essentials or something? I can't remember the name of, well, yeah, oh, I'll look it up in a sec. All right, let's make a card base then that's 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, or 5 for you guys in the States, because yours is 11 inches. Go 5.5. I know, I'll do 5.5 to make it easier for you guys. So that's 14 in British money. British centimeters, or centimeters wherever you are in the world that you like to use centimeters. Let's score 14 then. So a 14 by 14 card, or 5.5 by 5.5. There we go. So what I want to do is create a kind of floating section, but first of all I need to cut out sort of like a 2.5 centimetre or 1 inch aperture all the way around. Let me just check what that's going to look like if I do that. 2.5 would take me to there. Actually a little bit less than that. So 3/4 of an inch, or 2 centimetres. So I've got to keep, right, I've got to stand up for this because I've got to get my eyes over the top. So 3/4 of an inch is about there. Oh, my blade came out. Let's do that again. 3/4 of an inch. That's 5.5 there. Okay, then turn it around, put it in at 3/4 or 2 centimetres, and go from the cut line down to 3/4 before the edge. Turn it. Got my cardie caught in it. Right. All right. Whew. Who else was holding their breath? Hi, Margaret. Right, and then I'm going to use these strips here because, this section here, because what I want to do is have 2 going that way and 2 going that way. So if I cut this in half, that should be fine. So I only want 2 small strips, so about 1 centimetre wide maybe, or 1/2 inch. I know what, let's go for 1/2 inch because I think that's a bit more substantial. Go for 1/2 inch lengths. So I want the length. So this is the offcut from making your base. So it's not like you have to go and cut another piece of cardstock. It's your offcut or anyway. So I'm going to cut these to just under 5 and just go just under 5.5 inches. So just like a smidge under. It's not mathematic. It doesn't have to be precise. It's just a smidge under the size of the card's base. All right, it'll all make sense in a moment. Then I want to cut myself a lining piece that kind of like is a nice happy contrast with that. So I'm going to cut this to 5.25 by 5.25, or 13.5 centimetres by 13.5. And it doesn't matter that it's a bit ruined, not ruined, but it's obviously done something to that piece of cardstock. It's fine because I'm going to put it through the embossing folder, put it through an embossing folder. The math! The math! I think I might go with time worn type actually, because it kind of fits with some of the stamps that I used. All right. Here's a bit of Granny Apple Green. So this is Parakeet. This is Parakeet Party, but just put a bit of Granny Apple on here. Make it a bit more interesting. Get my big machine out. I've never used maths so much since card making. It was worth it then at school. Some of the maths. All right, I'm just going to let that dry off. Might be a good girl and clean my folder while I'm here. Ruth's creative mind is going faster than she can cut and glue and create. Yeah. Well, I've got these ideas in my head right now because I've just designed a card using BB. I don't know if you guys follow BB Cameron. She used to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the UK. She's based up in Scotland. Has the most beautiful Brazilian accent because she originates from Brazil. And she is quite big on Instagram now. She's not a demo anymore, but she comes up with the most amazing card ideas. And I still follow her. And she kind of has taken Pinterest by storm by doing those kind of trellis cards. And I've seen so many other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, you know, case, sorry, I should use the right terminology, case what she did recently. So I'm not always giving her credit, actually, I have to say. So I am totally going to give her credit right now because she has started the latest craze of trellis. Oh. What happened there? Did I not cut that correctly? I think she started the latest craze of trellis card making. Did I do this wrong? 14 by 14. Ah, it should have been 13 and a half. There we go. Yeah, I saw her post on Instagram, and after that, within days, I was seeing lots more people creating using that idea. You love BB. Good. She definitely did art at college. I mean, she is an absolute artist at heart. And but also she's an experimenter. That's what I like about her. She's not afraid of getting in there and experimenting. So yeah. Actually, I remember Janice Thompson, Jazzle Dazzle, was saying that the first stamp set she bought was that gorgeous big butterfly one, and BB Cameron did a video stamping that butterfly onto a cushion cover. Sorry, onto fabric that she then turned into a cushion cover. It was amazing. Totally amazing. Right, so I'm going to use my grid paper to help me figure out how I'm going to stick these latticey bits on. So basically I want to stick these here and here. And then here. That's not... Oh, I just used it, didn't I, to clean... Look what I just used it. Oh well, I would have got myself another piece. You silly moo. What did I say these were going to be? 1/2 inch. Were you all shouting at me? Did you see when I did it? Oh, sorry. Right. Come on, glue. Which glue is going to work for me? If you've got one of those tape runnery things, you might find it easier to use that. Okay, so let's pop that there. I think I may also just use a little bit of washi just to hold that in place while I do this. It just makes life a little bit easier. So this is the back of the front, this section here. A little bit of glue there, a little bit of glue there. I'll stick that like so. BB Cameron, yes, BB Cameron. Janice, are you laughing at me? Oh, Janice, thank you for your card. I got it today. Thank you very much. Okay, this grid is definitely helping because I'm basically just counting 1.5 centimeters in and then sticking it. Yeah, I find there's this sort of paradox in my creative personality that on one hand I love things that look very natural and free-flowing and, you know, oh, just, you know, stick it anywhere, make a mess. Kind of part of my personality. Oh, you know what? I'm going to just lift that up a second and put a bit of glue here. Yeah, parts of my personality or my creative personality. And then there are times where I'm like, it's got to be precise. Like now, it's like, it's got to be right. All right, I'm actually going to move this down a second because it's not absolutely perfect the way I've cut it, which is fine. So it wasn't quite aligned at the top. So I'm going to pull it down so that aligns with my grid paper so that I can get a really nice equal. So I'm making sure that these squares are absolutely equal. Bit there, bit there, bit there, bit there. And this is why I said cut these lengths just a smidge shorter than here so that you're not over worrying about it hanging. Sorry, you're not worrying that it's going to overhang the edges. It's just, they're just inside a little bit. So I've got a little bit of glue there that I need to get rid of, but that's okay. All right, let's take these safety washies off. Let's see how it looks on the front. Yay! And then the idea was that I'm going to have this sort of like floating there, like so. But I think I might stick it with the, I'm going to dimensional it, you know what I mean. Put loads of dimensionals on it because I want it really like 3D. Or I could create a box frame. Ooh, now that's an idea. Hello, Brenton. Lovely to see you. There we go. What do you think, guys? Do you think I should create a box frame to go underneath this? Like super duper 3D it up. Pop it up. That's like really gilding the lily, isn't it? What do you think? Should I have that pop up from that? Because it can take it, because it's a tentfold. It'll be fine. And I do have some little scraps left over, so I could do that on either end. Shall I? May as well, because I'll be wondering forevermore how it would have looked if I hadn't done it. So I'll do it this way. So it's score at 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I've got to do 5. 4. And then cut just under 5 centimetres. So what's that measure? 6.5. Okay. Really, Melissa? Yeah. So let's drop 1. So if you're doing this in inches, basically it's about 3/8 of an inch, but who's got time to do the maths on that? Maybe just do it 1/2 an inch. Just do 1/2 an inch. Be fine. And then just make sure that last piece is just under, so that it's easier to stick together, basically. Right, let's do a little bit of burnishing. Why is my grid paper wonky? That's better. Okay. So for those of you who've ordered from the new catalogue already, what were your kind of gotta have it items? I forgot to mention, actually, the other day when I did my catalogue walkthrough, I forgot to mention the new masks. They look fabulous. Right, so the side in which you cut less on, that's the bit to have that sort of goes over like that. Or you could have it go on the inside. Let's have a look if it's better on the inside. Actually, it is better on the inside because it makes a perfect square. There we go. Right. A bit of glue. Fold it over. Do a little bit of a burnish. make it nice and squishy. Something satisfying about a bone folder, like really getting into those creases and making sure that the paper's kind of doing what you want it to do. Perfect. Right, so let's go back to this. So I think it's probably easier if I just stick these on first. So again, I'm going to kind of like squish it down. Sometimes one way will do better than another, so go with the easiest one. Thank you, Monica. See, doing maths is finally paying off. I quite enjoyed maths at school, actually. I like the logic, figuring it out. Because the thing about maths is that maths doesn't change. You know, numbers don't change, do they? Not like languages, where it's like, if you put this letter next to that letter, it changes it. No. Maths is pure. Once you know the rules. Alright, so that one is going to go onto there. Yes, I know it's on the wonk, but that's fine because it's going to go like that in a second. So let's stick that on there. And then I've got that at the ready. I'm going to stick that with dimensionals. Make it super duper 3D. Because why not? Dimension is life, as Laura Basson says. Now, what I'm going to do is do that and then do that and make sure it's ew, no, don't do that. Okay. Well, Shaz, if you get it to 4, have you already put it in? If you get it to 400, you get a half price item. So whatever the most expensive item was that you were going to get, have that as your half price item, and it will save you quite a bit. Actually, I'm going to use the black dimensionals. And you'll get quite a lot of freebies for that. Oh, that's frustrating, Cheryl. Yeah, this might have to be one of those, you know, gift by hand only cards. Yeah, we don't pay extra in the UK because it's not quite bigger than the size that is allowed, so we're all right here. But we would probably have to pay extra for its thickness. Hello, Super Sanders. Shaz, you better get your classes started soon, love. Get some classes on the go. Actually, I need to organise a team meeting. My teamies. Any of my teamies watching? Because we need to discuss the new DBWS and all that jazz. Right, there we go. Whoop, whoop. Goodness, look at all that dimension and texture, and what a fun way to show off just a little piece of the DSP. I like that. I think maybe next time I'd actually make that a bit shorter, that section. I'm not sure if I like seeing it there, but that is fabulous. I love the fact it sort of almost looks like it's floating. I know you can see the bars, but let's see what it looks like on the back. Oh, these came together so well. I'm really pleased with them. Really pleased. Might have to use this idea for one of my in-person classes. Although, yeah, it's a bit of not. I'd obviously cut everything out ready for them, but right. So there we have it. I enjoyed that. So basically, you need to cut yourself a piece of cardstock that is the size of the aperture plus a bit of the frame either side. That's kind of basically it. So I'll let you do the maths on that. And then you need to add 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 times on each side, whatever size you want your column to be. So the length of our A4 or a letter size would be fine, you know. I mean, also you could do it the length. I didn't end up using the decollage, so theoretically I could have done it that long. I just wanted to kind of highlight that section, but if I wanted to sort of highlight more of it, I could have done that. So that's fun. And yes, of course, you could decorate by putting extra, you know, leaves and flowers. You could have things hanging down. We'll do that another day. Another day. Okay. So then that's the one that I just cut out from the central panel from inside there. So that's not a column, but it does collapse. Now the card, you know, I keep talking about this card that I got for my birthday that was the original inspiration. That one actually had a concertina fold, so it sort of went in and then out and then got stuck down. So I didn't even do that today. I was just so pleased with how that turned out that I didn't even do that. So there we go. Save that for another day. But yeah. And I like the fact also the circle within the square is quite sort of Asian looking, actually. Okay. Right, thank you everybody. I'm glad you've enjoyed it, and I hope it's a kind of a simple enough technique for you to have a go at doing. And I love the fact that it kind of folds flat, so that for us in the UK that would get through on the lowest price postage, which is not very low anymore. It keeps creeping up, but yeah, it just folds and it just looks it looks substantial, you know, once it's opened up. It looks really cool. Hi Janine. And then this one, so basically you again, it doesn't again have to be a square. You could have done this as I could have done it as a rectangle. It's about cutting out then an aperture and then just some strips and then sticking those strips there, and then I created that little sort of box frame type thing on either side. So there we go, just a bit different. This I think would really work for a masculine style card, and even actually the colours, you know, I'd happily give this to someone like my dad. I think he'd like it, and I love that, having that limey green just picking up on a little bit of the lemon lime twist there in the background. So And of course the Night of Navy looks fabulous. So I used Tahitian Tide there because I don't have any of the Azure cardstock yet. So, right, thank you for showing lots of love with all your thumbs ups. So awesome. And please do share this idea out with somebody who may enjoy it. Hopefully I've broken it down simply enough for you to have a go at doing it. So there we go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Heather. Hi and bye, Janine. Lovely to see you all. And I still haven't changed, I know, Dylan, I haven't changed my goodbye thing yet. So please forgive me. The annual catalogue actually has changed. I just haven't changed the graphic yet. So, oh, take care, Tashana. Are you going live soon? I want to see you doing an unboxing. Take care, everyone. Bye. Yes, Delinda. Yes, you would have to mat the back. Yeah. Sorry. Good question. Yeah. For your writing space, definitely. Yeah, mat the back. These ones are all right because they've got that. I mean, some people do it now where they'll have this as a flip up. So you'd flip that up and then, you know, be able to write on the inside. We'll save that